So I encouraged Dan to do a little Bible flip. And what did you open to?
I opened to the book of Jonah in the Bible. I've never read this, even though I know the general arc of it. Very popular story. And very short but potent. Starts with God telling Jonah that he wants him to go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it because of its wickedness. Jonah did not want to take on this task, so he ran from the Lord and boarded a boat. And of course, a big storm came upon that boat, and the sailors found Jonah asleep and said, "We know that you have a relationship with God, and why is this storm happening?" And they said, "It's because of me. God is coming after me. And if you want to, save yourself from the storm, you're going to have to throw me overboard." And so the sailors listened, and even though they didn't want to throw him overboard, they did to save themselves. And sure enough, the storm calmed instantly after. Of course, instead of letting Jonah die, God decided to swoop him up in a whale, and the whale, he lived in his belly for 3 days, and Jonah decided to turn back to God while he was in the whale and say, "God, I want to serve you." So the whale spat him up on dry land before Nineveh, and he realized he would not be able to avoid this fate. So he went to Nineveh and preached the word, and to his surprise, the people repented and actually turned away from their evil ways, and so God spared them. And Jonah actually got angry about this because he thought that, God had to call him out. He didn't want to admit he was angry, but God's like, let him know that it's his kingdom and he desires all to return to him. And so he had to humble Jonah and remind him who was in control. So in the end, it's a lesson about surrender and trust. And it was a deep story, and one that I believe my soul needed to hear tonight.
What was your big takeaway? What was God's message for you? You only have 20 seconds, by the way.
Run, but you can't hide. And God will find
use
a way
you.
to help you fulfill your mission.
God will use you.
God will use you, but you do have to turn to Him. Even if you're in the whale in the belly, you turn to Him.
Or He'll turn to you.